Pisces, I'd like to welcome back my subscribers and welcome anyone new to my channel. My name is Jackie. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first 2 weeks of May. I hope you guys are doing well. Remember, guys, as in all general spreads, the energy can be vice versa between you and someone close in your life. Though I'm really not looking to focus specifically on relationships, so it inevitably always ends up coming up. It's just the way it works. But I'm going to be doing a relationship spread, a communication spread this week. Make sure these get in the camera. I'm going to be doing a horseshoe spread here. Okay. So I'm going to be doing another relationship spread later on in the week. So we'll see what we get with relationship, and I'm not going to focus so much on that. Okay, I need to qualify. And the beginning and end. Ooh, I like how it ends, Pisces. Okay. All right. Let's pull a wisdom of the oracle for you guys. Can you believe it's May? I keep wanting to say April. I believe it. It's nuts. Going so fast, so fast. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, Treasure Island. I have a very stagnant feeling in my chest right now with your energy. I don't know. Let's see what we're going to get. All right, so let's talk about your crowning energy, okay? This is Treasure Island. I love this card. This is beautiful, Pisces. Yeah. This energy supports the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. You know, the results of positive thinking manifesting, appearing as if out of nowhere. I'm getting that you've worked really hard and, you know, just acted really unwavering in your desire, and you're working towards abundance. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, it seems like, I'm not going to say you're going to get everything you want, but you're just going to notice an incredible synchronicity of positive things happening. And things that you've really been wanting are going to finally be within your reach, which is great. A couple of things here, though, with this energy is make sure that you're able to recognize all of the opportunities being presented to you, okay? Because sometimes some opportunities are more obvious than others. So really be tuning into that beautiful Piscean intuition right now. And understand that the hard work that you've done navigating, you know, within your life, within yourself, is now paying off externally. This is the crowning energy. So this is the overall energy once it's all said and done. And I am seeing, just as at a quick glance, you guys are going to be doing some serious internal work. Yeah, but this is good. This is first of all, this is a really good time for money too. Okay, for those of you, you know, not dealing with any kind of relationship kind of thing. But those of you in a relationship, you're going to feel very in sync with your partner right now. Partnerships that were broken up are going to be reuniting in a very beautiful way. And those of you not in relationship are going to be attracting people to you because they're going to be able to sense that your heart is open. And I'm getting that your heart has not really been open for a while, okay? So this energy is available to you right now, Pisces, but I need to let you know that you need to take advantage of it. This goes for you and every other sign during the season too. This is a weird time we're in because, you know, this is the time to ask yourself, what are you holding on to so tightly that you know is just not good for you? And this is the season where we're still holding on. We're all doing it for some reason. We still have that foot in the past and we're trying to move forward. And even, believe me, I run into people all the time and I deal with people so much. No, I'm over it. I'm done. That's past. No. The great majority of us still have these strings connected to this energy that is not good for us. Now, this is the season where if it comes to be that it is not good for us, we have to let it go or it's going to be taken away from us. Okay? That's number one. But if you are going to stick with that energy, the whole damn thing has to be restructured. So that's something to be mindful of. Okay, that being said, now that I got that out of the way, this is such a positive energy for you guys. But because we have free will, you have the free will, we all have free will, to just stay on the couch and eat potato chips and cookies and binge on Netflix and not engage. You know, not engage with the energy. We all have that choice. The energy could be there, but we could also choose not to take part in it. So I just really want you to be careful of that, Pisces, because if you don't take advantage of this energy, there's another side to it. And like some of you, you could be feeling a sense of like poverty consciousness, a sense that, you know, of not enough, the threat of not having enough. These ideas come at a high cost, though. Just be careful not to claim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations right now. Make sure you're not avoiding success because you're afraid of somebody cutting you down or taking what you worked hard for away. You know, you don't want to have a crooked perception of abundance right now. You just don't want to. It's time for you to take a risk since you have nothing to lose except confinement in a prison of your own making. And honestly, the way the energy here is that I'm getting for you, all you have to do is open the door and abundance is waiting on the other side. So I love that for you. Okay, so let's get into it. So right here we have your past is the Nine of Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo. And this energy is very basic physical surroundings and often represents time spent in peaceful solitude, suggesting a measure of comfort and security, as well as protection from the harsh realities of world. You know, just kind of like not dealing with anybody for a bit. Just doing what you have to do, getting up, going to work, coming home, doing what you have to do, and just not dealing with anybody else. This indicates somebody who has very earthy, practical vibes, who enjoys nature, keeping a very nice home. Yeah, just nice stuff, but I get this very isolated feel, you know? But for many of you too, again, just because it's a general read, this could represent a person in your life, somebody who you were involved with. But this is definitely a very positive space because there's a lot of tangible earthy elements to this situation I'm getting. But I'm not getting a very emotional one. I do have to say that. So somebody who's not very emotional, who maybe doesn't communicate very well, but is nonetheless very intuitive and confident in their ability. But I'm not getting that this person is very comfortable looking within like the deep recesses of their soul. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if that's you, Pisces, or someone you're dealing with. It's because this is not a typical Pisces energy unless you have a lot of earth in your chart, you know? It could be. But then we have for the qualifier, the Nine of Wands reverse. So yeah, this energy indicates some paranoia, Pisces, like a fear of failure. And I'm getting it's like you're looking to someone else to make you happy instead of looking inside yourself more deeply. This does have a vibe of codependency. But again, this could be you or it could be someone in your life, someone close to you that you're dealing with. I am getting. Okay, and then we have the Three of Cups reverse energy. So this indicates a time of being, Pisces, I'm getting very self-centered and blocked. Like just stuck with like a tinge of bitterness in this. I don't know. Like, were you involved with someone who was just not as feeling as you were? And just too stuck on material goods and keeping up with the Joneses, as they say, you know, but I'm getting that maybe if that's the case, I'm getting that you guys actually were attracted to that as well. So that may be something that you need to look at in yourself as well. If this isn't you, if this was something that you were identifying in someone else. But I am getting that the two of you did not have a matching will to move forward. Like your will and your feelings were not the same is what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, and then the King of Pentacles reverse. This energy indicates you in the present as feeling a sense of resentment and and stubborn and like an element of controlling. Pisces, I do have to tell you, I am getting a materialistic energy off of this, that you're in a space of having lost sight of what's really important right now. But to be honest with you, I feel like this is normal because of what you've been through here with this person. I feel like this was very confusing for you. Yeah, and then going into the future, we have the Five of Swords. This is Venus in Aquarius, so this I feel this is to pick up, the aftermath of a really hard time. And this tells me that you went through something, Pisces, where you feel that you were just feeling like you won something, but it wasn't necessarily a clean win, if that makes sense. Like you're in a space here of needing to pick up pieces to rebuild your life in a new way. Luckily, Venus is going to be there to give you some help. But this card is the fifth sphere of strength and power, and it does correspond to Mars, which is the planet of war. I'm getting that you needed to learn a lesson here about picking your battles, because I feel like there's a sense of regret about this. I am getting. If this had to do with a relationship, rivalry is definitely indicated here, meaning like there was like an ego issue on both sides. But this is definitely telling me that this is a time you need to take some personal downtime, like just some time off, because you may be feeling overwhelmed by the demands of just life and stresses in this situation. Just to withdraw a bit from the hectic daily grind of things. It may also represent a need for you to stay away in like a solid, like I say solitary, but kind of like a solitary space to recoup your energy and to find your focus, to refocus. I'm feeling like you guys need some time to refocus, okay? And then moving forward, we have the High Priest in reverse, and this is your best course of action. This card it's Taurus, okay? And like the bulls in the meadow, Taurus and the Hierophant, right? Because the Hierophant is associated with this High Priest. It's the same thing. I always still call it the Hierophant. It is called the High Priest in this one, but it's a habit I have of always calling it Hierophant. They're committed to creature comforts, as well as the comfort of stability, of long-standing rituals and practices, and but these are things that they've generated in their own mind, right? Because this is a belief system. I mean, on the mundane level, it could mean religion, but I'm not getting that here. This is just a straight up like belief system. But I am getting here that this reverse is telling you, Pisces, that you need to rethink the way you've been thinking about how you work in your life. You have to get in touch with these ideas. Like, why are you so stubborn right now and immovable and really hard to satisfy right now? This is what I'm getting, so I hope I'm not offending anyone. And again, this could be your partner's energies for sure, so you need to apply it as you see fit. But this is absolutely what this energy is saying, that you're very headstrong in your beliefs and it's not serving you very well right now. And look, sometimes we create our narratives for our life and our values for our life based on things we needed to adopt in our lives as a matter of survival, right? Keeping it real, that's the truth, right? Sometimes this, not being able to trust people is created. Fear of intimacy, fear of not having. A lot of these things are adopted over the course of our life because based on our experiences, if we've been very hurt by people, if we've been put in situations where we have felt compromised, But this energy is asking for you to visit these ideas that you've adapted in your life a long time ago. I'm getting is your method of handling things at one time that served you really well may be holding you back right now in your life. And this is indicating that right now you're not in a place of being very practical and reliant and patient, not even with yourself, I'm getting. And I do have to say this, Pisces, okay? This is for some of you. Because on the upright, this does indicate traditional values of faithfulness and monogamy and, you know, being honorable. And because it's reverse, I'm getting that many of you are in a place that either you or the person you're with are not being very honorable. Or your belief system is that people in relationships are never monogamous and that people always cheat and that you're always going to get hurt. And this is based on your past experiences. And you know what? You really only need one really harsh experience to flip your ideas like that. It's very, very difficult. Once you lose faith in something like that, it's so hard to get it back. So, and you know, quite frankly with this, I'm getting, it doesn't even have to be in like an intimate relationship. It could be a friend who really backstabbed you or a family member who really did you wrong. It's very hard to just flip that. And all of this, Pisces, I'm getting all of this is a matter of self-protection, you know? But those of you who are struggling with relationships where you find like you just can't seem to get into a healthy relationship and it's just such a challenge for you to maintain that, you really do need to ask yourself right now, why is this, you know? Do you struggle with monogamy or intimacy, or do you struggle with such a level of distrust and you end up attracting people who do that kind of stuff, you know, who do cheat, meaning, you know, these are things that you need to ask yourself and really look at, you know, because regardless though, this energy is asking you to reassess the values that you have set for yourself in your life, because I'm getting that during the season of change, you're going to be made to adjust them. You know, if you are to move happily forward in any way, and this is a really good thing, Pisces. This is not a bad thing. It's not. It might be a little uncomfortable, but it's not a bad thing at all. And then we have the Seven of Cups reversed, which is the effect that other people have on you right now. So this Seven of Cups energy indicates the process of manifestation, right? Also, these cups, their shape and structure, they haven't yet materialized, right? So for the time being, they have nothing to offer but promise and possibility, along with some very tantalizing options of perfect happiness and joy, you know? In a way, the cups are almost like unborn children, right? When you think about a woman who's pregnant and they dream about, you know, the love and relationship that they're going to have with their child, and before the baby, you know, or the baby is actually born and obviously rightfully so demanding to be taken care of, the children are just perfect and unblemished little beings, right? Like in our mind, they're just perfect. We don't know the struggle part of it yet. And that's what these cups are like, you know? But these cups, they represent like fantasy and illusion and dreams and tendency to lose oneself in thought. And it could symbolize dream lovers and fantasy romances and imaginary relationships that maybe we don't have in our life right now. So often this could suggest excessive drinking for some, as well, you know, the type that leads to promiscuity, right? And sometimes even violence, you know, right? But in reverse, this makes the indecisiveness and the level of fantasy and illusion even greater. But because this is reverse, it indicates someone, I feel like, is unknowingly trying to convince you of a fantasy. And how else can I say that? Because I feel like this person may not even realize it. I feel like you might have either leftover feelings for someone who you were with in the past, or you recently met someone who maybe you're not with yet, and you're getting very caught up in this dreamlike reality with them. You're kind of getting lost in it all. For many of you, this could even be the same with a new career. You're getting lost in the fantasy of it. But it's this idea of illusion and the idea of fantasy and the weight of the fantasy that's impacting you right now because of this deep desire that you have right now. So for many of you, I'm getting that it's the idea of rekindling a past romance. For others, it is this idea of getting together with somebody new. And for those of you in relationships, I feel that your mind is wandering right now, realizing like pockets in your relationship where you are feeling very unfulfilled, and it's kind of poking at you, you know? Yeah. Okay, and then next we have the Queen of Cups here. Okay, so this is in your obstacle or fear position, and this is the cardinal water sign of Cancer that represents, you know, the natural homemaker, right? We know about Cancer, it's the caretaker, so sweet, nurturing, sensitive, loving, caring. And for some of you, I'm getting that you're so sensitive, and because you're so sensitive, you're really worried that your emotions are going to get the better of you in a relationship, and you're just feeling so protective right now of yourself, Pisces. I feel like maybe even overprotective. Yeah, many of you are also just afraid of someone being that to you, you know, being like too overly caring, smothering, and overprotective. You know, some of you are afraid of that. You know, it's this idea of family and forever that I'm feeling so many of you are just really afraid of. But I feel like the main reason you're so afraid of it is because you don't have faith in that it's actually possible. You know, unless that you really don't want it. I'm getting that you've been through at least one very rough experience where your heart became extremely broken through betrayal. And while you want to feel nurtured and you want to nurture another, you want to have that happy life, happy home, and all of that. You want all these things, but you're just so afraid, so afraid. So then we have the final outcome, which is Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And this is Saturn and Taurus card, which is the energy we're in right now. So, you know, listen, this is connected to the High Priest card and the Empress, right? So this indicates valuing things a little too quickly, not being very impatient, not wanting to wait for things. This card represents the seventh sphere of beauty, and it does correspond to Venus, which is the planet of love and attraction. But it indicates to me patience and reward, and worries about expected outcomes, except because it's reverse. This tells me that all those things, all that beauty, you're scared shitless right now. You're just so protected. You're protecting yourself so much. It's this positive energy that is available to you, but you are so scared. So scared. So let's look at the qualifiers. Ace of Wands. Okay, this is better. Because, look, you know, this is about will and intention. And note the butterfly, right? Note the butterfly, which is a new life, a new way of being. So I do like that. This symbolizes fire. So some of you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But the idea here is that, you know, the sun, the sun in Flexus card is the way for enlightenment and understanding to happen, right? But this is a desire to go in a new direction and new beginnings and the birth of something new. And I love this with the star card, which is associated with Aquarius. So the sun is futuristic thinking. I love that. This energy represents direction. I mean, come on, guys, right? For thousands of years, people have looked at the night sky for guidance, and the star symbolizes direction. And with this Aquarius energy, which is ruled by Uranus, the planet of freedom, rebellion, and reform, I mean, this is beautiful. And this also works with the Fool energy. So the combination of the star with the Fool energy, I mean, this is just somebody who is going to get the nerve up to just follow their heart. And I love that. So what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that after all of this stubbornness and whatever arguing and whatever deep reflection that happened and all of this new sense of direction and a new hope is definitely happening here. And I love that. This is definitely telling me transformation. I love this ending. You needed to go through all this hell to be able to get here to enjoy Treasure Island. Huh. What a ride. Holy cow. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Deep transformation going on here, Pisces. You know, listen, crack your shell. It's totally logical why you feel afraid. What I'm getting here everything I'm getting here makes perfect sense to me, because I feel like you guys have been through really challenging relationships, and you know, if we don't protect ourselves, who's going to protect us sometimes, right? So I totally get that, but you need to understand that we're at a time now where that's just not going to fly anymore. You know, it's just not. So yeah, I hope this resonated with at least some of you. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. I am going to be doing another relationship. Many people have been requesting the no contact. What are they thinking about me spread? So I'm going to be doing that this coming week. And if you're not going to be joining me for that read, I will see you in the middle of May for the last 2 weeks of May reading. Okay, Pisces, thanks so much. Take care now. Bye bye.